One of the wildest endings we have ever seen in Major League Baseball and the World Series. For the first time in Major League Baseball history. Well, it all starts at Tokyo, Japan. At Tokyo Dome. Well, the Dodgers play the Cubs. They swept both games to start the season. Tonight, they go back to Toronto to end this one. Well, guys, they barely won it tonight on a 7-4 double play for Mookie Betts. Oh my God! This is one of the wildest. I have nothing else to say. Oh my God, guys, this is going to be the wildest game. It has to be the wildest ending, guys. Kevin Gausman struck out 3 times to start the first inning in history of the World Series. But not only that, the Dodgers scored first 3 runs in the 3rd inning. 2 innings later. Yeah, 2 innings later until the bottom of the 3rd. They only scored 1 and the rest of them, zilch. That pretty much sums up the game because the runners were on first and second. And we'll look at the stats right now because Yamamoto has done this once again. So let's go to the hitting first because first up, Yamamoto, for the final time, he finished 4-1, a win. And he only pitched 6 innings with 5 hits allowed, 1 error, 6 strikeouts, and 1 walk allowed. Gausman, same thing with Yamamoto. 3 hits allowed, 3 errors, 8 strikeouts, and 2 walks allowed. And Tyler Glasnow is the hero that saved the game after Roki Sasaki had major problems until he hit Alejandro Kirk, like in the back, something like that. I heard, yeah. Roki Sasaki out of Japan, Nippon Professional Baseball from the Chiba Latte Marines. Yeah, that team was really good back then. Now the stats are out to go. Start off with all 3 of them. Ohtani went 1 for 3. Will Smith and Mookie Betts. Yes. But only had 2 ribbies for Betts and 1 ribby belonged to Will Smith. Yeah, because of that hit. And out of this World Series, Yamamoto is now 2-0. 1.20 ERA, .173 opposite average, and then 14 strikes and 1 walks allowed. Yamamoto is dangerous right now with the Dodgers. Very, very dangerous. And going back to this one today with 1 for 4 is Tommy Edman. He played wealthy. And tonight's night is not their night. Freddie Freeman is 0 for 3. He's done it. He's doing it again. Freddie Freeman is doing it once again. Same with Oscar Hernandez and Enrique Kike Hernandez and Max Muncy. Guys, how wealthy if these players are gonna keep going hitless in this series? If they ever since the last game 4 or 5 in LA. There's a major problem because the Blue Jays were very, very tough. Oh yeah, and Miguel Rojas went 0 for 3 today along with Freddie Freeman. It needs to stop. It needs to stop with getting strikeouts, ground balls, sacrifice fly with pop-ups. This crap needs to stop. It needs to stop. They need to get some batting contact on their visions. How wealthy they're going to hit. Get their act together. But the Blue Jays side. Well, Vladdy Guerrero Jr., Bo Bichette went 1 for 3. Each of them have walks. By the way, yeah. George Springer back on the starting lineup. And Addison Barger. Both of them went 2 for 4. Well, yeah, Springer had a ribby, but Barger went and gets a run, by the way. Gets a run. But another hitless. Oh, yeah, and by the way, Ernie Clement went 2 for 4. So that's not too bad for it. And this one, let's go to Andres Jimenez, Nathan Lukes, Dante Varsho, They all went 0 for 4. Just like the other side with the Dodgers. 1, 2, 3. 3 of them have 0 for 4, along with the Blue Jays. But Alejandro Kirk went 0 for 3. These players, these guys need to get their act together and wake themselves up tomorrow night, because tomorrow is the final game of the regular season. For the first time in 6 years, back in 2019, yeah, you're going to Game 7. And the last time we had a Game 7, oh yeah, that's right, you guessed it. And now I'm gonna get to Wikipedia. And that was the 2019 World Series. The Nationals beat my Astros, 4-3, because the Houston's up 3-2, and that pretty much sums it. Game 7, and the final score was 6-2. Washington beat Houston. Yeah, Patrick Corbin is win over Will Harris, and a saving. I forgot who was the saving, but I got rest with that. But still, well. Oh, that's right. Daniel Hudson. That's right. Daniel Hudson. I forgot about that. Yeah, Daniel Hudson. And the last time we had a game, the Dodgers' first Game 7 was 8 years ago, 2017. Yeah, in quotes, the Dodgers fan, in quotes, that World Series championship title was stolen. It was taken away by George Springer and the Houston Cheatstros. My Astros, you mean? You mean? Yeah, Game 7, right there. The final score, the Astros beat the Dodgers 5-1. Charlie Moore was the winner. Yu Darvish lost. And who was to save? Who was to save? Saving pitcher. I just want to be sure. I just want to be sure, but you might want to Google it. But I digress. Yeah. And Dodgers will try to find a way to get that payback. Revenge on George Springer. And not just the Blue Jays, George Springer from 8 years ago. So now this is Toronto Blue Jays' first Game 7, because they've been to Game 7. Twice Game 6, 92-93. That's when both of them have won the World Series. That snapped. That streak was snapped. So now here are the final stats. So Dodgers win 4 for 31 over the Toronto's 8 out of 33. And 4 walks over 2 walks. 12 strikeouts allowed over 8th by the Dodgers over to Toronto. Now Yamamoto is still winning. We told you about Yamamoto's winning. So Brokowski only had 2 strikeouts, 1 hit allowed, only that inning. And Sasaki, 2 hits allowed, 1 walk, another inning, 7th, 8th, and then the 9th inning. 8th or 9th, and then the 9th inning. Tyler Glasnow got the save. Now the Blue Jays, only 1 strikeout. Verlander only have 1 strikeouts. 1 hit allowed by Mason Flaherty. 1 hit allowed, 2 walk, only a walk allowed. And then you got Sean Dominguez, 1 strikeout, 1 walk allowed. And then Chris Bassett only has 2 strikeouts, and that was it. And there's the stats we tell you about the strikes. 4 walks allowed over 2, 3 errors over 1. And then the hits right there. So tomorrow night is Game 7. Tyler Glasnow could be starting. And who's going to start for Toronto? I gotta guess because you're going to be on the closer with Shohei Ohtani. If the Dodgers score more batting runs, then this might force the game. So let's look at the hitting stats. No home runs. Total bases have 12 over 7 on the Blue Jays. Runner lobs 8 over 5. Excuse me. And then 95 over 93 strikes on the Dodgers. 8 hit. We told you about the hits allowed, but same with the walks. So here is the article from today, and I want to actually Mad Max Scherzer is starting tomorrow for the Blue Jays, so which means Mad Max is gonna get that revenge. And my thoughts, it's gonna be Tyler Glasnow tomorrow's Game 7. I have my doubts. He could start tomorrow's Game 7. He could start because the rest of them are out for the season. Anthony Santander, Jose Barrios, they're all out. This is the final game of the season tomorrow. So which means it's coming down to this. Take your heart pills, and this is going to come down to it. Here it is. Dodgers force World Series to decisive Game 7 by holding off Blue Jays 3-1 as Yamamoto wins again. Yeah, and it took that sweep, which I'm not going to read the rest of it, and I'm just going to read let's just say right there. Toronto. Yoshinobu Yamamoto beat Toronto for the second time in a week. Slumping Mookie Betts hit a 2-run single in a 3-run third inning, and the defending champion LA Dodgers held off the Blue Jays 3-1 tonight to force a World Series to decisive Game 7. Yamamoto was not quite as sharp as in his Game 2 4-hitter. The first World Series complete came in a decade. Yep. If you want to go back to history lesson, when we tell you about Madison Barger, only did it one time, 3 times. Kirk Schilling, 2 times. Completed games in the single postseason. There we go. He lasted 6 innings was allowed. Only a third inning RBI single by George Springer, who returned after missing 2 games with an injury to his right side. Yeah, because his little side problems. And rookie relievers Justin Burkowski and Roki Sasaki combined for 6 outs before the starter Tyler Glasnow came out of the bullpen to escape the 9-inning jam and rescue the Dodgers. And Glasnow only needed 3 pitches to do it with the runners on second and third. He got Ernie Clement to pop up his first delivery in the infield for the first out. Andres Jimenez then hit the line drive left field, but that Kike Hernandez turned into a game-ending double play. Now, you saw what happened with Addison Barger. You seen the well, in the left field, you saw it went popped up and just go to the ground rule double. Like, what just happened? What just happened? What in the world just happened? So, now, the Dodgers are seeking their first back-to-back since the Yankees did it 98 through 2000 with a three-peat after they won their 4th title in the last 5 years. 96 through 2000. Yeah, after 97, yeah, they got dethroned by the Cleveland Indians in the first round. And that was when the Marlins won the World Series. And I'm watching the highlights, and I'll tell you about this in the 9th inning. So here it comes. Yeah, Addison Barger on Roki Sasaki. And it's going to pop up in the left field and ground rule double. That's where the runners went on second and third. And and Dean did not see that coming. And we tell you about the double play. Kike Hernandez, and they got him. And they're going to Game 7. Now, the Blue Jays are trying to seek their first championship in 32 years. And this is going to be their first Game 7 in franchise history, by the way, in Toronto, after 48 years of franchise in 1977. Yeah. So, The battle is going to come down through all this. And going back, I want to react to this on, let's just go with Alex Curry. And guys, I seen a fan just ran all over the field with an American flag. And I'm not going to show you the clip. And there is Alex Curry just posted this. Her Dodgers, lucky Dodgers. Game 7. Yeah. And I want to see the reaction on Threads before I go to Blue Sky. and this is my favorite one. No matter what happens tomorrow, I think this World Series is going to be up there with 1975, 91, and 2001. And you're talking about the past. I know I predicted, yeah, you did, but it did not happen. Yeah. Hey. That's what we means all that. So yeah, look at this. Mad Max is, yeah, we're in the best hands. The scariest for sure, but the best. Yeah. There will be more rescue for tomorrow. If you want to see Game 7, then here we are. So, going back to... this is right, Rick. The holy bleeping shit. Game-ending double whammy Game 7 tomorrow night. Yes. And there he is. Holy shit, you can't make this up. Dodgers went on a gap by the Jays. We are going to the distance. Game 7 tomorrow night. Sean Franchise 6. And this is one of the wildest finishes in the postseason game I ever seen. Yep. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. So, there you have it, folks. Tomorrow night, Game 7. So, tell me what you think in the comment section below. You make sure you subscribe to the channel and like this video. Yeah. Wow. Wow. A game-ending double play. Just like... I don't know what else to tell you about this because Dodgers are looking like they're going to wake themselves up tomorrow night. Because they're going to be like the Washington Nationals in 2019. Yeah. Ever since Houston's up 3-2. And guess what? They lost the next 2. Yeah. History might repeat itself. History might repeat itself, guys. Because if it does, it's a wrap, guys. It's a wrap. It's over. Peace. I'm out. Until the next time.